Welcome, everybody, to the third season of the Prescott Public Library Coffeehouse Concert Series. We are so excited to be kicking off our new season with the wonderful duo of Don Charles and Deb Gessner, otherwise known as D Squared. So beginning now in September and continuing through May, once a month, we'll have a new concert that features singer-songwriters. And one of the really wonderful things about Deb and Don is that they write songs about the land and about life, and they really create, at least for me, a sense of your home place and your home country. And whether it's the rivers or the mountains or the fields, it brings about a sense of home. And they're going to be here in just a little while, but I wanted to share a song with you called Blue Skies of Colorado, that for me, Colorado's my home, and we go up every summer and we camp up in the mountains, and we're on the banks of the river and the aspen and the spruce and the pines, and it creates a sense of connection with our home place. So there's that time in the late afternoon when you've been out hiking on the trail all day and you're coming home, and there's that golden hour of sunlight, and it's almost palpable. You can almost touch it. It's so strong when the light shifts. And I wrote this song about that. Little bit of heaven right along the trail, heading home before the sun goes down. The beauty of the twilight glowing all around, the evening shadows slowly gaining ground. Even in the gloaming, my thoughts, they're here with you. I'll soon be home by the fire, we're talking about things old and new. Last rays of sunlight drift down through the pines, light up the mountain bells and blue columbine. Thunder down the canyon, lightning strikes the rim. I pack up my stuff, pull my collar up, get back on the trail again. Thinking about tomorrow, how great it's gonna be. Time disappears whenever you're close to me. Colorado sunshine, Colorado gold, all the beauty of Colorado revives my weary soul. Blue skies of Colorado, no matter where I roam, you're always calling me to come back home. Colorado, that's my home. Colorado. Well, it's about time for D Squared to get out here. You know, those guys, they've been playing music around Prescott and the Valley, actually far beyond that. I mean, they toured for 20 years around the country at folk festivals, and I think they were part of the original gang that even started the Charlotte Hall Folk Festival, which is the oldest folk festival in the state of Arizona. So their songs are beautiful, and they're heartfelt, and their musicianship is unbelievable. And Don picks on that guitar and with his beautiful deep voice, and Deb plucks all those strings on the harp. And it's a real treat to have them here to kick off our concert season. So let's turn it over to Deb and Don.
1, 2, 3. Mingling with truth among the flowers, I have forgotten what to say. The road goes on from here. Weary of the world of men, there's just time to kneel and pray, and calm the treaty with my fear. All beings come to fire, all beings come to light, by water, voice, and wind. All beings come here ready for the fight, and all come to sing. Sky's on fire, it's time to go. Saddle up my water buffalo. Many spokes converge at the hub, but the magic of the wheel lies in the space between what you can only imagine and where you've already been. All beings come to fire, all beings come to light, by water, voice, and wind. All beings come here ready for the fight, and all come to sing. Sky's on fire, it's time to go. Saddle up my water buffalo. Flowers, I have forgotten what to say. The road goes on from here. Weary of the world of men, there's just time to kneel and pray, and calm the treaty with our fear. All beings come to fire, all beings come to light, by water, voice, and wing. All beings come here ready for the fight. I've come to sing. Sky's on fire, it's time to go. Saddle up my water buffalo. Sky's on fire, it's time to go. Saddle up my water buffalo. Well, and who among us hasn't wanted to saddle up something and ride away in 2020? where are you going to go? You know, where are you going to go? We've been mourning you for a long time. Zombies come, living on zombie time, eating little zombie cakes, drinking zombie wine, and amusing nose with a bloody head, the official beverage of the living dead. When the zombies come, gonna want all your stuff, no matter what you got, never gonna be enough. Your hidden gold, your secret stash, your cards no good, they do take cash. And the zombies come around, could be running your town. When the zombies come around. Zombies come, better get right with the Lord. Grab your crucifix, draw your flaming sword. Maybe go underground, squirrel away guns and food. When the zombies come, ain't gonna be too good. When the zombies come around, we'll be running your town. When the zombies come stirring up about a zombie stew. They need a pound of flesh from you. When the zombies come, I want to be wearing skates and a jetpack on my back. Escape into the wilderness, into the great unknown. We'll start all over again when the zombies come. When the zombies come around, we'll be running your town. When the zombies come around, when the zombies come around. So, Deb and I went to Oak Creek Canyon. We've been hanging out in the forest. That's where we went to hide out in the current zombie apocalypse. And, of course, can't really go anywhere. Get away from it all, can you? But we've been walking in the forest and writing songs, so.
It's been wonderful.
It has been wonderful. That
It's been
part
cool and green and quiet.
Never give you no diamond ring. I'll give you some other thing. blue jay feather found on the ground. The sound of the forest, there is no sound. The sound of the forest. I brought you a downy nest, made a pillow of my breast, sang for you all night and day, so you wouldn't fly away, so you wouldn't fly. Little tree springs from the mother tree. She feeds yours, you feed thee. Chop her down, suit your needs, leaving only orphan trees, leaving only orphans, leaving only orphan trees, leaving only orphans. Never give you no diamond ring, I'll give you some other thing. Blue jay feather found on the ground. The sound of the forest where there's no sound. The sound of the forest. The sound of the forest where there's no sound. The sound of the forest. The sound of the forest where there's no sound. The sound of the forest. Sound of the forest. I need water. There's also water up there. How you guys holding out at home there? You doing all right? About a year ago, I saw or I heard, didn't see it, I heard it on NPR, a thing about singing fishes. They sing different songs at dawn and dusk on the reef, and I posted a link to it and on a little commentary about complexity, and that ended with, "Wake up, little monkey, the fishes are singing." And a friend of mine said, you should write a song about that. And I never take suggestions like that, but I did this time, and I wrote this song. And Deb has a
particularly fetching part.
She'll teach you the bubbly parts at home. And the thing is that normally in a concert, my payoff is to get to watch you do this stuff, and that's what makes it good for me. But since I can't do that, I'll have to
Make me do it.
have Deb do it, and I will imagine that you guys are at home doing this. And possibly getting caught doing it. Wake up, little monkey, the fishes are singing songs to the dawn. The whole earth is bringing alms beyond measure, treasure galore. Wake up, little monkey, who could want more? Wake up, little monkey, swing down from your tree. Trot o'er the land, sail over the sea. Scatter your monkey seed far and wide. Wake up, little monkey, it's a rising tide. Wake up, little monkey, the earth is alive. Fish in their schools and bees in their hive, humming the tune of a faithful old song. Wake up, little monkey, get along, little monkey, we all belong. Wake up, little monkey, the house is on fire, lit by the flame of your insane desire to rule over all as though you were king. Wake up, little monkey, you burned everything. Little monkey, sleep, little monkey, the fishes are singing, oceans are rising, the bells are ringing, the last color out of your day in the sun. Sleep, little monkey. Sleep, little monkey. Oh, sleep, little monkey. And the stars shine as bright. Day is done.
Well, this song I wrote right after the last song I wrote. Been on kind of a songwriting tear here, and it's a kind of a song. I suppose it's kind of about civics a little bit, and because we sort of seem to need a song about civics right now, and you know, while we're discussing civics, we could discuss the importance of the library in the scheme of things, of the scheme of functional democracies and all that kind of stuff. And while you guys kind of speak and talk to yourselves at home, speak among yourselves at home, we will provide some background music.
There you go.
Oh, the market is a place where you vote with your pocketbook, you vote with your pocketbook, you vote with your pocket. The market is the place where you vote with your pocketbook. The market is the place. Out on the street, you vote with your feet, vote with your feet. Out on the street, out on the street, you vote with your feet. The ballot box is where you go to vote for who you think's right, vote for who you think will fight for what is right. The ballot box is where you go to vote for who you think will fight. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Yeah. Show up, tell the truth, and pay attention. Please pay attention. You gotta pay attention. Show up, tell the truth, and pay attention, and don't anticipate the outcome. Mr. Rogers said, don't get a bunch of stuff. You don't need a bunch of stuff. You don't need a bunch of stuff. Mr. Rogers said, don't get a bunch of stuff you don't need. Oh, the market is the place where you vote with your pocketbook. You vote with your pocketbook. You vote with your pocket. The market is the place where you vote with your pocketbook. The market is the place. Out on the street, you vote with your feet. Vote with your feet. Out on the street. Out on the street, you vote with your feet. The ballot box is where you go to vote for who you think is right. Vote for who you think will fight for what is right. The ballot box is where you go to vote for who you think will fight. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. So sing. Ain't nothing tastes quite like a homegrown tomato, homegrown tomato, a homegrown tomato. Ain't nothing tastes quite like a homegrown tomato. Big Mac and Coca-Cola will give you diabetes. They give you diabetes, give you sugar diabetes. Big Mac and Coca-Cola will give you diabetes. Oh, the market is the place where you vote with your pocketbook. You vote with your pocketbook. You vote with your pocket. The market is the place where you vote with your pocketbook. The market is the place. Out on the street, you vote with your feet. Vote with your feet. Out on the street. Out on the street, you vote with your feet. The ballot box is where you go to vote for who you think is right. Vote for who you think will fight for what is right. The ballot box is where you go to vote for who you think will fight. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Church is the place we all get to sing. Yeah. Oh, the market is the place where you vote with your pocketbook. You vote with your pocketbook. You vote with your pocket. The market is the place where you vote with your pocketbook. The market is the place. The market is the place. Vote.
Okay, that's a little public service announcement in the middle of the show.
Now I'm a Western girl.
Now the Midwestern girl from
No,
Oregon.
Western girl.
Oh, Western girl.
Right.
Oh.
Western girl. I had never been east of Denver until I was about 24, and I went to Philadelphia, supposedly, to go to art school. I went to art school for about 2 weeks, but I stayed out there for 4 years. So,
Couldn't find your way home? What?
no.
Just-
No, what I found was fireflies. The first time I'd ever seen them, and they were just gorgeous. I stepped out of the back door, and the entire backyard is just lit like a Christmas tree. So many years later, I wrote a tune called Lightning Bug Waltz.
I should ship tuning because it's so much nicer.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing. Oh, we'll make it more better. Well, I'll turn this thing on. We'll do a little more tuning. It's the sound of our helm. This next song that we're going to do, Chasing It, caused me to rediscover kind of for my family ancestral farm, which was founded by Welsh immigrants in 1868 in Republic, Kansas. Got distracted there. Republic, Kansas. And when I discovered this place, we discovered a whole history and a living family along with it, and we got to know over the years. And this song is about based on the story of my grandfather's family branch, my grandfather's branch of the family. His name was Pearl Charles, and they came from Republic, Kansas to New Mexico in a covered wagon. And I knew that story, but there was a lot I did not know. And we got to sing this song at the 150-year celebration of the family farm a couple of years ago to about 80, 90 Charles family descendants. It was a great moment. Because in the end, we're just a country full of immigrants, that's all. Some of my kin come from Kansas, about 1907 or so. Loaded the wagon, hitched up the team, headed for New Mexico. Great-grandma died in Alamogordo. TB put her lungs to the test. They buried her back home by the Republican River, in the country that she loved the best. They held on to life with both hands, no matter how tough the trip. All they know is you never let go, unless it's to get new grip. Now Grandpa, he was my hero, taught me to rope and to ride, how to gauge men and horses, how to hold something quiet inside. And the tears leaking out of his laughing blue eyes cause them to sparkle and gleam. Up on the hill I ride with him still, it is all part of the same dream. And we hold on to life both hands, no matter how tough the trip. All we know is you never let go, unless it's to get new grip. Family that values the grace of a second chance. Some come walking, some come lame, but we all want to come to the dance. And the world may yet be our oyster, for we are most surely the pearl, cast in the sands, slipping through our hands
hands as the stories of our lives unfurl. We hold on to life with both hands, no matter how tough the trip. All we know is you never let go, unless it's to get new grip. Hold on to your life with both hands, no matter how tough the trip. All I know is you never let go, unless it's to get new grip.
My father grew up in rural New Hampshire, just outside of Berlin, New Hampshire. When he was a young child, he and his best friend, Stishy Bykuski, used to go running and exploring through the foothills behind town. Up through the woods, there was a clearing, and in the back of the clearing was a cave. And that's where they would go play army and cowboys and Indians. Well, they went up there one day, and as they stepped into the clearing, they saw in front of them 3 huge bears, white bears. And they were building a cabin. And the boys looked at each other, they looked back at the bears, and they looked at each other, and looked back at the bears, and turned on their heels and ran back to town, and they swore they would never tell anybody what they saw. Some months later, they screwed up their courage and went back, and as they tiptoed up to the clearing, there were no bears, there were no cabins, but their cave had been covered with a rock slide. And that's when my dad knew that he had protectors in his life. Well, at the end of his life, he had protectors come to him as well. And he saw many wonderful things and spoke to many wonderful people. And my sister wrote all of this down and sent it to me. And so I put it to music. And these are his words. This is called Home. 3 great bears come to me, building shelter from the storm. White as snow and tall as trees, they have come here to keep me warm. Then 4 white horses with manes ablaze carry my body along to 7 lovely women who'll take my hands and lead me home. Standing on the road at night, I am not afraid. 4 watchers beside me, with maps to show the way. And at the end of the road there lay a track I must uphold, with stars to reckon along the way. I find my way, find my way home.
gaze into the heavens on a clear summer night. The Milky Way seems to form a river of stars across the sky. Altar, the cow herd, and Vega, the spinning maiden, appear on opposite banks. An old Chinese legend has it that this pair fell hopelessly in love. But their affair so angered the maiden's father that he cast them both into the sky, where the river, the Milky Way, would separate them forever. In time, though, the father softened toward the young couple and decreed that they could meet for one night each year. Thus, on the seventh night of the seventh moon, the lovers cross a bridge made of magpies. But if it should rain on that night, the Chinese call it the rain of tears, for the river swells, the lovers cannot meet. When I was just a little boy, I looked up into the big sky. So deep, so vast, so wide, I was afraid I might fall in. I told my brother Joey I was kind of scared of the big sky. Joey said, "That's stupid. You can't fall in." Big sky full of dumb stars. It's a big sky full of dumb stars. Just a big sky full of dumb stars. Two lovers making love in a cornfield underneath the big sky. Wishing they may, wishing they might just burn in love forever, way up in the big sky. Oh, be careful what you wish for. That's Altar and Vega rising in the east tonight, up in the big sky, full of dumb stars. It's a big sky dumb stars, just a big sky full of dumb stars. We sent our little Voyager up into the big sky with a message in 55 different languages saying, "Hi, how you doing?" We sent the Beatles and Beethoven way up in the big sky. Maybe they just didn't like the tune. It's a big sky full of dumb stars. 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 Big sky, dumb stars.
few years ago, we were at a party, and a dear friend of ours, a little girl, about 7, 8 years old, crawled up into the crook of my arm and went to sleep. And I had a little daddy moment. The next morning, Deb and I, we woke up and we had to do some other stuff, but we picked up our instruments and we wrote this little tune, and it's called While Emma Sleeps. Well, it's been a pleasure to be here. Kick off this new season in a whole new kind of world. I'd like to thank the Prescott Library, staff here, overworked, underpaid staff here. Remember, they're here working at the library whether you use the library or not. And the library is working for you whether you're using the library or not. I use the library all the time. I never come in here. I live in Mayer. I live 30 miles away. We have a great countywide book sharing system here. And thanks to Jo Berger, our wonderful hostess, and her better half, Ed, who's in the room here. Just wrote this about last week, 2 weeks ago. It started with a fight. That seems a good place to, kind of a fitting in for where we are right now. 2, 3, 4. That wasn't much of a kiss. We better talk about this. I can't wait for another time. I know what I gotta do. Yeah, you do too. You take yours and I'll take mine. That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. Sometimes my brain takes off like a runaway train with no engineer to drive. Barreling down the track, no brake on the back, no way to get out alive. That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. My country's on fire again, driven by howling wind, an ill wind that blows no good. You think you know what's right? How do you stand and fight in a house made of wood? That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. That's all there is to say. Baby, that's all there is. That's all there is. Thanks.